to another episode of the Verde Valley Experience. I'm your host, Jennifer Cohen. Thank you so much, as always, for joining us. It's so exciting. It's February. I love February. Hey, it's Valentine's Day month. Who doesn't love February? It's the month of love. Gotta love it. We've got a great show coming up for you. Lots of love being spread around the Verde Valley this month, and you're going to hear all about it right here. Our first guest today is Mindy Mendelsohn. Now, she is the organizer of the 20th anniversary of the V-Day event. Now, you may have heard of V-Day. I'm sure you have. It's been around 20 years. They've raised over $100 million to prevent and stop violence against women and girls. It's a wonderful event. Happens all around the country. Lots of things going on. And, of course, Sedona is having their very own celebration with a one-night-only performance of the Vagina Monologues, which is such a powerful piece. Mindy is the producer and director of that. So we're going to hear all about that in just a few minutes. Then we'll be joined by Patrick Schweiss. Yes, it's that time of year. It's Sedona Film Fest. They're in their 24th year. It's amazing. An 8-day film festival. You know all about it. All the amazing films, from documentaries to indie to short to animated to student, plus the workshops and the amazing celebrities this year. You're going to be blown away. Patrick's going to tell us all about that. Then we'll have Bailey Chavez. She's the special events coordinator. And we're going to have Erin Mabry, the executive director, both from Buena Vista Children's Services. It is the second annual Strengthening the Verde event. Buena Vista does so much for the Verde Valley here, and they're having this wonderful event that's going to strengthen the community in ways you may not have thought about. So that's going to be really cool. Then we'll be joined by Jessica Baglioni. She is the Foster Grandparent Program Coordinator. Did you know about this program? It's so much fun. And then Al Munyon is here. He's one of the volunteers. He's an adorable, adorable grandpa. I can't wait to talk to them. So that's going to be fun. Then we'll go on location, courtesy of our friends at Cat and Verde Links, to the Eco Center, and we will talk to Peter Marsh, who is the head instructor over there, and he's going to tell us and do some demonstrations about women's self-defense. They do free women's self-defense classes over at the Eco Center. It's absolutely fabulous. You're going to love that on the road segment, and we will finish out our show today with a performance from Jim Berenholtz. He's amazing. He's a composer, he's a performer, he's an ethnomusicologist. Did you know they existed? Well, he's going to be on the show. I'm so honored and excited. I can't wait for that. So we have so much to do. We have to get started. Our first guest today is Mindy Mendelsohn. Thank you for being here, Mindy.
Well, thank you for having me.
It's awesome. Tell us briefly, if you can, a little bit about V-Day to start off for some folks.
Okay, so V-Day was started by Eve Ensler, who was the writer and creator of the Vagina Monologues. And the show had become this unexpected hit. She was an anthropologist and a writer before she did this. She interviewed women initially in Bosnia after the war, after the ethnic cleansing, and it was so healing talking to them. She interviewed women of all ages across the United States, and those interviews became the monologues. So all the monologues are true stories.
Oh.
And she was looking for a way, because people kept coming up to her after the show saying, the show changed my life, to be able to use the show for good. So she created V-Day. She gives us the rights, and we raise money for a local charity. In our case, it's the Verde Valley Sanctuary. So the tickets are tax deductible. And we've raised, in the years that I've done this, over $75,000 for the Verde Valley Sanctuary.
Wow. $75,000, Mindy. That's nothing to sniff at. That's amazing.
Well, and it's amazing because people come, they have an extraordinary time in the at the show. The women in the cast have an extraordinary time. I have people that come up to me for months after the show, stopping me in Safeway or at Walgreens, saying how the show changed their perspective on life. They laughed, they cried, but they woke up, they felt as though their hearts had been opened.
It is an incredible show. I've been fortunate to see it several times. Not here yet, though. I'm excited about this. So this happens February 17th. This is a one-time only deal, one-shot deal. And tell us about where it's happening.
It's happening at the Sedona Creative Life Center at 7:30 p.m. People can go online to brownpapertickets.com. If you type in Sedona Vagina Monologues, it will come up, and your name will be on a will call list. You can have them send tickets, and there you go.
Excellent. That's fabulous. How is it directing that show?
It's extraordinary. Things have happened. I've been a director for over 30 years, and things happen directing the show that I've never had happen in any show. I think one of the most poignant stories, because again, women, for example, this year, my cast, my youngest member is 26, my oldest member is 78. So we have a 50-year age span. Most people have never acted before. And I think of all the stories, the most poignant one I can think of is It's a very down and dirty rehearsal process. We read the show together, then they see me a couple times, then we put it back together. So when the second time I had seen someone years ago, she said to me, I felt like such a fraud when we were doing the read-through. And I'm thinking, oh, this is someone that hasn't acted. Why does she feel like a fraud? And she said, didn't you see me? I was all covered up. Well, it was January. We were all wearing warm clothes. It turns out that she had come and auditioned for the show, and she'd gone home, and her significant other, her boyfriend at the time, had beaten her that night for auditioning.
Oh.
And it was actually being in the show that gave her the courage to leave.
Oh.
And at the time, it was really funny because her aunt and her sister had auditioned with her. And when I had to call and say, I'm sorry, I can't use you because you can only put so many women in it, they were only concerned about her. And it was then that all the pieces fell into place. And I guess the example I'm giving you is that people's lives are really changed throughout the course of being in the show. They find themselves able to speak in a different way. We're also, when I say the stories are real, we're speaking for women who often can't speak. And as I said, there's hysterically funny moments as well.
Gosh, yes.
Yes.
It is hysterically funny. I did not know they were true stories.
10 years ago, they had the 10th anniversary, and they held it in New Orleans, which was 3 years after Katrina, and they held it at the Superdome. And they did an all-star performance on the closing night. And the very first monologue written was My Vagina Was My Village, and that was written for the women of Bosnia. For people that don't know, during the war in Bosnia, they had rape camps for women where they would play this music and they'd herd the women in. And that very first monologue, My Vagina Was My Village, was written for that. And one of the women that was written for was, see, I get teary talking about it, was in the audience that night. So, as I said, they're extraordinary stories. And as I'm talking, it occurs to me, one of the things I should say, and this is not an anti-male show, because people think often what I see men doing, because they take this so personally, is they feel like the show is saying all men is bad. It's not. What it's saying is some things have happened by some men doing this. Not all men do this. There are stories of great men because he liked to look at it, is one of them. So.
Yes, it has wonderful, wonderful stories in it. And I can see how that would touch people in different ways, because I remember being moved every time I saw it. It was something different. Well,
and here's the thing that's really important too, is that, the Verde Valley is an extraordinary place to live. We're very, very fortunate. And I say this because I was in the Verde Valley Sanctuary Board for years too, is that people think those kind of things happen other places.
Sure.
And unfortunately, our statistics are in line with all the other statistics as well. And so I think that one of the amazing things is that people laugh, they cry, they have a great time, and all of it's tax deductible. It goes to the sanctuary. They're making a difference in their community. And certainly with the Time's Up movement right now, the timing is...
It's perfect.
It's perfect, yeah.
That's wonderful. How many years have you been involved in this project?
Since 2006.
Since 2006. That's fantastic.
And I have to say, there's been a 5-year hiatus since we've done the show here in Sedona.
Yes,
so it's back after 5 years.
What happened there?
Well, because I'm the person that organizes it, it had been kind of a crazy time in my own life, so I've been unable to do it. But this year, as I said, I think it's such an important year, the 20th anniversary of V-Day. I can't say enough about that charity. They have only 4 full-time staff people, and as you said in your introduction, they've raised $100 million internationally through grassroots efforts, like people coming to this show, that has done anything from created safe houses, there's a place called the City of Joy in the Congo that they created, all from money through people coming and seeing the vagina monologues.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm so happy you're back, Mindy.
Well, thank you.
Thank you so much for coming forward and doing it again this year. So it's happening February 17th at 7:30, one night only, and it's happening at the Sedona Creative Life Center.
Yes.
Excellent. Go to brownpapertickets.com. Get your tickets there, brownpapertickets.com. How much are tickets?
$25, and as I said, completely tax deductible. So it's you make money for a good cause, and you can write it off.
Yeah.
So.
Perfect. And of course, your life might be changed. You never know. You're going to laugh, you're going to cry. It's one of those places, one of those
shows,
events
absolutely.
and shows that's absolutely incredible. If you haven't seen it, you must see it. If you've seen it before, you must see it again. February 17th, it benefits the Verde Valley Sanctuary Wonderful place. We've had them on the show a few times. They're really wonderful. Well, awesome. I wish you the best of luck. Full house.
Oh,
absolutely. Standing room only. Check it out. Let's see, we're 20th anniversary of V-Day in Sedona. Mindy Mendelson, she's the producer and director of the Vagina Monologues, also the organizer of the event. Give this woman a hand. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Event. We'll be right back with more of the experience, so don't go away.
Fabulous views and unmatched quality with efficiency in mind. Just announced, C&B Construction is the only contractor ever to win the EPA's coveted Indoor Air Plus Leaders Award 4 years in a row. These Energy Star certified homes provide unparalleled energy efficiency, comfort, durability, and indoor air quality. C&B Construction is currently building at Gray Fox Ridge and Crossroads at Mingus. C&B Construction, locally respected and nationally recognized.
Starting in the late 1920s, Grandpa Gettle and his brothers laid the groundwork for what would become a family legacy. Almost 100 years and 100 patents later, Gettle's High Desert Mechanical continues to raise the bar of quality heating, cooling, and plumbing products and services in the Verde Valley.
Call Gettle's High Desert Mechanical Heating, Air Conditioning, and Plumbing at 567-2200 or online at Gettle'sHDM.com, providing solutions for your comfort. Don't settle, get Gettle's.
Building a home, remodeling, or need furniture for the holidays? Time to order is now. Amish Home Decor offers furniture for every room in your home in many different woods, stains, and styles. We even offer patio furniture and mattresses. If you don't see what you're looking for on the showroom floor, just ask. We buy from 100 different Amish families located at the corner of Glassford Hill and Highway 69 in Prescott Valley. Amish Home Decor is the place to buy tomorrow's antiques.
Welcome back to the Verde Valley Experience. We're now here with Patrick Schweiss, who's the executive director of the Sedona Film Festival. And guess what? The 24th annual, going strong, bigger every year, fantastic.
We're
highlight
so
of the year in Sedona.
We like to think so, but we're a little biased.
I think it's okay.
Yeah, exactly.
I think you can do that. So tell us what's happening this year.
Well, we've got a very exciting lineup. We have 168 films from all around the world, documentaries, features, shorts, student films, foreign films, animation. We actually have 5 Oscar nominees in the lineup, so we're very excited about that. 3 of our documentaries are vying for the best documentary feature, and 1 of our foreign films is, and 1 of our short films is. So it's very exciting because we happen the week that leads up to the Oscars. So we're hoping by our closing night that some of our Oscar nominees are Oscar winners. So it's very exciting, yes.
That would be exciting.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. And you've got some amazing speakers this year.
We do. We actually were honoring Jane Alexander with our Lifetime Achievement Award. And so we're very excited to bring Jane in, and we're showing 3 of her classic films. In fact, one of them was one of her first films and one of James Earl Jones' first films, The Great White Hope. And they went on to not only do the film together, it became a play that they performed on Broadway and worked together for many, many years. So we're showing that the night that we're honoring her with her Lifetime Achievement Award. And James Earl Jones has sent a very special message to her. So it's going to be very special for our audiences. And then also we're going to show Kramer versus Kramer and Testament, which she was nominated for an Academy Award for all of these films. And they are 3 of her favorites. So we thought we would bring back those for her. So she's very excited about coming to Sedona. It'll be one of her first times. She's going to go birding and hiking and all those good things.
Nice.
And then Richard Dreyfuss is coming back. Richard Dreyfuss is coming. We are so excited. We had Richard Dreyfuss here about 4 or 5 years ago, and he vowed he was going to come back sometime. He enjoyed Sedona so much. And we're showing 2 of his films that are celebrating 40th anniversaries. One is Close Encounters of the Third Kind, which just celebrated its 40th anniversary, and another film that called The Big Fix that he did with John Lithgow and a very dear friend of his, Carl Borak was the producer of the film, and they were childhood friends. So this has a really nostalgic meaning for them. So the producer's coming, the writer's coming, the director's coming, Richard's coming. We're going to have a really nice time with them. So it's,
my gosh.
Yeah, we're looking forward to it. Ed Asner is coming back. This is his 4th or 5th time back to the festival. He's in 3 of our films, including he plays the cutest Santa you ever want to see in a family film called Santa Stole Our Dog. He's just adorable. And so he's coming back again, and he's also in 2 short films that are, one of them's a little risque, Getting Ed Laid, and the other one is it's a comedy, and it's outrageously funny.
Well, I'd hate it to be a drama.
Yeah, exactly. And then The Flood, which is a drama, a very serious drama about a man who lost his wife and his inability to move on. So we feel that these three roles really reflect his incredible diversity and the roles and the ranges he's able to play. So he's got Santa, he's got a retiring professor who's just looking for one last fling, and a man who's lost his wife. It's just a beautiful, he's a beautiful man. He's a beautiful human being. And then we're very excited on the closing night of our film festival, the last full day. Pierce Brosnan and his wife Keely Shea Brosnan are coming. They've done a new documentary along with Tina Tico, who produced it, called Poisoning Paradise, about the effects of GMO testing in Hawaii, where they have a home. So they want to bring awareness to this very, very important issue. So we're honoring them with our Global Achievement Humanitarian Award. So as part of our initiative to do good things for the planet.
Wow.
It's very exciting.
And
more are getting added every day. We keep adding new guests and new celebrities and more filmmakers coming.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Excellent. So is the best way to get tickets to go online?
Online, easily. We posted our lineup on the website, SedonaFilmFestival.com. Go on and you can click around and see on the trailers. You can click around on the calendars, see when the films are playing, get a link to a trailer, see some of the pictures from the films, and really get a taste on what it is you want to go after. And try the shorts programs. They're wonderful. 7 or 8 shorts in a package that they tell such great, powerful stories in 4 minutes time. Yeah. It's just beautiful. It's a great way to experience the festival.
Great if you've got really bad ADHD.
Absolutely. Yeah.
That's the thing for you.
You can last 5 minutes. Exactly.
You can make it, then you can get up, and then you got to sit back down.
That's right. Exactly.
5 more minutes, you get up, sit back down.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
It is. It's a win-win for everybody.
Your programming is amazing. Every year I look through the booklet that goes out, and it's beautiful. I swear I save those because they're so beautifully well done.
Thank you.
And I want to see every movie. I've decided next year I'm going to save my vacation time, and I'm taking off for the 8 days of the festival so that I can go see as many films as I can pack in.
As it should be.
That's what I'm doing from now on, my vacation. Just so you know, guys, my vacation is next year.
Sedona Film Festival.
That's right. Festival. It starts January 24th, correct?
February 24th.
February. Wow. See, I've already got myself
we're just
February 24th.
February 24th to March 4th. 9 days. We like to say you can experience the world without ever leaving your theater seat. You'll see some of the most extraordinary films, some of the most touching, powerful, thought-provoking films you're ever going to experience. And you get to meet the filmmakers and the celebrities.
Which totally rocks my world.
Absolutely.
I mean, that is absolutely the coolest thing. So February 24th through March 4th, go to SedonaFilmFestival.org. Check it out. Everything you need to know is on there, SedonaFilmFestival.org. Now, you've got something new that you're doing this year that you haven't done before.
I know, it's kind of exciting. Right here with your TV station.
Yes.
I'm excited and nervous at the same time. We're doing a half-hour segment on our film festival, just doing a preview of the film festival coming up. So I'm bringing some guests from our festival our screening committee, Carrie Oscar and Gary Glenn, who helped select the films for the festival. We're going to talk about some of the highlight films, some films they shouldn't miss, some more details about the celebrity appearances and all sorts of things. The workshops that we do that are free, the panel discussions so the public can come and get kind of behind the scenes of the movies. So it's going to be really exciting to have a whole half hour dedicated to the film festival and a preview of what's coming up thanks to this station.
All right, so people can get online. I know they can see it on VerdeValleyTV.com. They're going to be able to see it. And it helps get more of an understanding of the immense event that the Sedona Film Festival is. It's not just a few movies. Wow, hundreds plus all the celebrities plus all the goings on and the workshops. Tell us about the workshops.
Yeah, it's really very exciting. Gary Glenn is going to lead our workshops. He's also going to be here, as I said, next week talking about that. Gary Glenn has assembled a group. We're going to talk about screenwriting in one of the panel discussions, directing and producing. There's a really wonderful panel on women make movies and all the options for women out there and getting women more empowered in the movie industry. We've got Seed and Spark coming and doing 3 workshops on crowdfunding to help get your film made. All sorts of really great distribution panel on how once your film is made, what do I do with it now? And how does it get in the industry and into the business and into theaters? So it's about 6 or 8 really wonderful workshops and conversations. And we're actually using the filmmakers and the people that are here at the festival to be part of that panel discussion. Wow. So it'll be a wonderful experience for them and a really wonderful experience for our audience to be able to kind of go behind the scene and lift the curtain and see what it takes to make a film happen.
Wonderful. Is this all happening at the Mary Fisher Theater?
Mary Fisher Theater, Harkins Theater, and Sedona Performing Arts Center. And then we're opening our new festival annex, which will be where our workshops are hosted, which is right in the complex of the Mary D. Fisher Theater. So we're very excited about that. So it's going to be kind of a real festive atmosphere in addition to the films and the theaters you go to see.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's amazing how every year you keep adding more, you keep annexing more out.
We do.
You know, that's incredible.
We keep outgrowing our spaces, which is a good thing.
That's fantastic.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and so you can choose your venue with your movie, so it's cool. You want to go huge, of course, the Sedona performance. Oh, it's like you can see the opera in there.
750-seater, exactly.
You know, that's amazing.
It's the granddaddy of them all. We call it the big house.
Yeah.
And it's wonderful because we put all this very special one-time only events in the big house. So, you know, Richard Dreyfuss is there, Jane Alexander is there, the Brosnans are there, Ed Asner's films, some of them are there. So it's a really wonderful opportunity with a lot of space to see a really, really great show and then go experience all the rest of the really great films at the other venues as well.
Oh my gosh, everything is wonderful. As always, an incredible event. It's getting even more incredible every year. It's the 24th annual. Check it out, 8-day film festival. Sedona Film Festival. Check out sedonafilmfestival.org. Starts February 24th, runs through the 4th of March. Don't miss a thing. Pack it all in. Patrick, thank you for being here.
Thanks, Jennifer.
Really appreciate
it.
Have a wonderful year. Patrick Schweitz, the Executive Director of the Sedona Film Festival. We'll be right back with more of The Experience, so don't go away.
Paul Stanley here with Stanley Steel Structures. We offer shade structures that provide style, value, and performance. Our Equinox louvered roof opens and closes to give you the ultimate patio experience. We also offer Alumawood shade covers that looks like wood but lasts like steel and never needs painting or maintenance. Visit us at StanleySteelStructures.com. Contact us today and be covered tomorrow. Stanley Steel Structures. Let us add some space to your place.
Nothing personalizes a home like paint, and JPS Paint Center is your paint pro. Featuring durable interior and exterior paints from Benjamin Moore. JPS Paint Center can help you find the perfect shade, and they're experts in color matching for any project, including their selection of automotive paints from standard to extravagant. JPS Paint Center. Find the perfect paint and all your paint supplies too on Main Street in Cottonwood.
Northern Arizona Mortgage Corporation is your local choice for personalized home loans, and they've been doing it since 1986. They help home buyers obtain FHA, VA, USDA guaranteed rural housing, and conventional loans. From start to finish, they offer a safe in-person application process with licensed loan originators. Contact Shelley White Collier at northernArizonaMortgage.com or call 634-4251. Visit their office, located at 707 East Mingus, Suite 601, Cottonwood.
And welcome back to the Verde Valley Experience. We're now here with Bailey Chavez, who is Special Events Coordinator, and Erin Mabry, who is the Executive Director, both for Buena Vista Children's Services, an amazing organization here in the Verde Valley. Thank you, beautiful ladies, for being here.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
Yes.
We're very excited to be here.
You guys do so much at Buena Vista Children's Services. It is absolutely amazing, the programs. You constantly have something going on.
We do. We have a couple of frontline services where we're enrolling right now. So if anybody's interested in going online, you can go to bv-cs.org and get enrolled with either our Bright Futures, which is our child care. We're taking infants to basically 12 years old there, and preschoolers. And then our after school program, Discovery Connection, is amazing. That's up in Clarkdale. So.
The building here in Cottonwood is amazing.
They're
Bright
beautiful.
Futures is incredible. The artwork, the size, the staff. Wonderful, wonderful place. Everybody's, it's just, I was so impressed when I went for a tour. It was wonderful.
Yeah, our staff is amazing. They're wonderful. Yeah,
they're all
they work really hard. They're very well trained in each of the age groups that they work in. So yeah, they're really great.
So tell us about Strengthening the Verde. What's happening at this event? Strengthening the Verde is the second annual Strengthening the Verde event, promoting a strong community by hosting a night of learning and all kinds of good stuff. That is happening at Mingus Union High School on February 23rd from 6:30 to 8:30. Now tell us what's happening there,
So
Bailey.
I'll actually let Bailey talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, so we are inviting community members from all over, different business leaders, organizations that, whether you're involved with kids or not, you're welcome to come to this event, and we'll have resource booths there, and also a speaker. Our keynote speaker is Spencer Gorin, and he is out of Tucson, and his presentation is going to be on navigating relationships. So whether you're a business leader or you work with kids, he's going to talk about how to go about your day-to-day interactions with each other and navigate those relationships. So it's going to be really fun. We're really excited to have Spencer with us.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah.
I mean, really, if you don't navigate your relationships well,
Sure.
life is not going to be so easy.
Sure.
You have to learn that, definitely.
Really, communication is key here,
Right,
you know,
right.
and to offer this program. Does it charge? Do you charge for it? Is it free?
It
Go ahead.
is going to be $20 a head, and you can go online, bv-cs.com or .org, and you can pay online and register. Now, if you get a whole group together, then there's a discount for that. So if you bring your entire staff or your kids, your family, anything like that, you can register online and we'll get you a discount for that.
Oh, that's fantastic. So it's for everybody.
It's for anybody.
It's for single people, for families, for couples, for businesses to bring their employees in. I mean, really, how would your business is going to thrive more if everyone can communicate?
If everybody can get along.
Oh, isn't that the key?
Get
isn't that
along,
the key?
yeah.
Now, this is the second annual. So what brought this event about, Erin? Why did you feel the need to start something like this?
So good question. So actually I have been involved with the Verde Valley Forum for a long time. And a couple of years ago, the focus was post-secondary education and how to get that a little bit stronger in the Verde Valley. And my take, of course, is we start really young. We can start with infancy. We can start at a very young age and get kids ready for kindergarten and let them be successful all the way through their education. Interestingly, with the Verde Valley Forum, this year the topic was strengthening education. And so through all of that, we decided that we would add a little bit to our conference this year. Last year, actually, we started it, and start bringing all of these organizations together for one night, and start talking about how do we strengthen education, how do we strengthen our kids, how do we strengthen our families, how do we strengthen the Verde Valley, and have this active approach and in strengthening, and what does that look like, and bringing everybody together and making sure that everybody knows what's going on, so that the resources that we have, the Verde Valley is rich with resources. Sadly, we get into our groove, and maybe, you know, if we're working, say, in early childhood, we stay focused on early childhood and we're not really branched out. So we, as at Buena Vista, are trying to bring people together and start really talking about how do we strengthen from birth, cradle to career. So we're trying to bring that together and really focus on supporting each other in that and supporting our kids.
I like
There's a lot of things going on. I work a lot with Steve King. He's the Cottonwood Oak Creek School District superintendent. He's amazing, and he really gets that piece. And he's also working with me on the Verde Valley Education Consortium and other pieces. And we're working on making it relevant to our businesses and the folks that live in the Verde Valley, of why it's important for our education to be supported.
Right.
So.
Right. Excellent. And that comes from outside of the children. I mean, there's things that benefit the children that come from, but this is all the people around the children in the community.
That's right. And why?
Need this.
And we need to know why. So that's kind of the big picture with the kickoff. We also support other pieces. So we're doing the conference is coming up, the next day after that, and then also our children's celebration in April. So that's more focused on the kids and the families.
Absolutely, great fun. Well, last year it was awesome.
Oh, it's amazing. Yeah, you were there, so
it was
we
great.
had way fun. Will be at Clemenceau this year instead of at Mingus Union High School. And Bailey can talk a little bit more.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun this year. We plan to have several live performances, live music, taekwondo, all sorts of stuff like that. And then Yavapai Broadcasting is going to do a live remote and the money machine. We have great raffle prizes this year, so we're going to be giving away tickets, American Airlines, Southwest Airlines. So yeah, if you come out and you buy raffle tickets, there's a great chance that you're going to win good prizes, and it's just going to be a fun day for the family.
And that happens when, Bailey?
That's April 21st.
April 21st.
Yep.
Excellent. We'll make sure we check that out. We'll have you back on, Erin. We'll
yes,
talk about that.
We'll come back.
Because, you know, there's so much good stuff to talk about with Buena Vista Children's Services that we can't, you know, more than 2 events in one show. It's so much.
Yes.
But we will definitely have you guys back to talk about that. So we've been talking about the second annual Strengthening the Verde event happening through Buena Vista Children's Services. It's happening on February 23rd from 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. at the Mingus Union High School. If you go online, you can get your tickets online. Can they get tickets at the door? Or do you recommend online?
They can get tickets at the door. If they're signed up for the conference as well, those are free for those folks that are signed up for the conference the next day. So that's involved. And if you want to have a booth, if you feel like you're one of those community members that, I can help strengthen the Verde, we really want for you to come and be part of this event. Get with Bailey. Go to our website.
Very cool. Well, thank you, ladies. Bailey,
thank you so much. Thank you for having us.
Have a wonderful event. I look forward to the 10th annual Strengthening the Verde event.
It's right. We'll be celebrating that soon.
We'll be here.
That's right. Thank you,
and we'll
Jen.
be right back with more of the Verde Valley Experience, so don't go away.
Hi, this is Greg at Verde Solar Power. You know, Arizona has lots of clean, renewable sunshine, and we want to help you take advantage of it with our quality solar installations, and we offer to beat any written offer on a residential solar electric system. So bring us your electric bill and let us show you how solar power will save you money. We're located conveniently here in the Verde Valley and are dedicated to helping the valley go solar. So remember, the energy solution comes up every morning.
Lease it now with Sears Hometown and Outlet. Right now is the perfect time to take a closer look at leasing. Leasing's a great way to get more. Choose from thousands of items throughout the store and online. Pick out at least $199 worth of items to start a lease and take home the brands you love with no credit required. It's simple. Take home what you want, when you want it, and leave satisfied.
Come see me, Lisa Peterson, your local store owner, and our great team at the Cottonwood Sears Hometown Store.
This is Bruce Morrow, Transportation Manager for Cottonwood Area Transit. Remember, we cover the entire Verde Valley and Sedona. Cottonwood Area Transit has you covered wherever you want to ride in the Verde Valley, all day, every day. Take Cottonwood Area Transit through Clarkdale, Verde Village, and from 26 locations in Cottonwood. With Verde Links, it's a quick and easy trip to Sedona every day. Don't forget our connectors to Camp Verde. Visit cottonwoodaz.gov for Cottonwood Area Transit and take a seat. Let's go ride.
Welcome back to the Verde Valley Experience. We are now here with Jessica Baglione, who is the Foster Grandparent Program Coordinator. That's right, I said Foster Grandparent Program. Did you know about this? It's so awesome. And we have Al Munyon, who is a foster grandparent volunteer himself. Thank you for being here, Jessica.
Thank you for having us.
Wonderful to meet you guys. All right, Jessica, you got to tell us, what's the Foster Grandparent Program?
The Foster Grandparent Program started back in 1965 as a broader initiative to engage older adults in meaningful service with struggling students. So it's putting older adults in classrooms, mentoring and tutoring students.
How wonderful is that?
It's fantastic.
You said since the 60s.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
That's impressive. How long have you been involved, Al?
Oh, just over 2 years, I think.
2 years?
Yeah.
Well, what's your take on the experience? How's it going?
Oh, it's a wonderful experience.
Yeah.
First of all, the other foster grandparents are such neat people, you know, and it's wonderful to be able to work with kids. You know, they're so energizing.
Yeah.
If you're an old soul like me, makes me feel younger.
Well, there you go. They're definitely humorous. I'll give them that. And they're always good for a laugh. So how fun is that? Now, what's involved in becoming part of the program, Jessica? What
To qualify for being a foster grandparent, you should be 55 years of age or older. You meet minimum income requirements, so low income older adults. You serve 15 hours a week at least in the classroom. And one wonderful thing about our program is that we offer a stipend for the direct service that you do with the children, and we reimburse for mileage. So there's a financial incentive for your service as well.
How about that? It's paid volunteerism. Wow.
Basically.
They can't beat that. Well, that's very cool. Any special skills that are required?
No, we offer training, so there are no special skills needed to come into it. We do 20 hours of pre-service training and regular training throughout your service. So we meet with the volunteers monthly, and we have a really tight-knit group here in Cottonwood, and we train regularly with them. So there's no skills necessary to come into the program.
Oh, excellent. Now, what would you say for folks that may be interested in coming in, Al? What would you say?
I would definitely recommend it, because it's a nice group of people. And if you like being around children, then it's a great opportunity. We have had occasionally people who found out they didn't like being around children all that much.
There's one or two of those out there. I have my days, you know.
But to me, it's I mean, the payment is, you come in the classroom in the morning and the kids all are happy to see you and they greet you, you know. And some of them will come up and hug you and stuff like that. Well, that puts you on top of the world.
Yeah.
You know?
What do you do while you're in the classroom, Al?
Sorry?
What do you do while you're in the classroom?
Oh, well, mainly we're there to assist and do whatever would help the children and the teacher. And we work at the guidance of the teacher. And you always have to do things the way she wants them done, which may be working in a special place, or it may be taking kids with very short notice and that sort of thing. I have found that I have served now in 6th grade, 5th grade, and I'm currently in 3rd grade. And in all those grades, mostly the teachers wanted help with reading skills and math.
Sure.
And it's very frustrating sometimes, but it's so neat when you get through to them, you know?
Oh, yeah. When that happens, that look on their face, absolutely. Now, Jessica, what's the difference between the foster grandparent program and then someone who says, well, I'm just going to go volunteer at the school down the street and help them out a little bit? What's the difference between those two?
Well, I think, like Al mentioned, we have a really nice group and we meet regularly, so we have a good community that we work with. The incentives that we offer, the financial incentive that we offer is different than traditional volunteering. And just being part of a greater group is, I think, a really big incentive for some. We are a nationwide program, so foster grandparents are found throughout the world, and we have some that have come from different states and chosen to come into our programs as well. So I think being part of a bigger group is really helpful too.
Well, sure, I bet. And then, well, obviously you mentioned the financial part, but that's fun. You know, how else are you going to do that? And then the support group behind you. You know, there'd be days I'd go in and go, they're doing algebra, I'm out, you know, and having a support group behind would be just wonderful. And then, of course, you know, the camaraderie. I know you keep mentioning that, Al. That sounds like great. That's a great thing. People like-minded, you know, and the experiences that you get and keeping you young.
And believe me, the people in the schools, the teachers and the administrators and the principals and so forth, are so welcoming. They are so glad to have our help.
Yeah.
And we really, they would like more of us, and we'd like to get some more of us.
Oh my gosh, yeah. So you need some more volunteers then.
We
You
do.
need some
We
more
always
foster
do.
grandparents.
Absolutely.
Okay, and what kind of people are you looking for? Okay, you have to like kids. We have that. And of course the median income thing, we've got that going. Special qualities though, I mean, I can see there's a sparkle in Al's eyes, a joie de vivre, and I let me, you know, get in there and dig around and do Play-Doh and, you know, whatever, get dirty with the pencils and things like that. But, you know, what other things might someone go, oh, well, I can do that. That's for me. I'm that kind of person.
Well, all of our volunteers want to serve. They want to give back. They want to give to the community, and that's where the spark begins, I guess. What can I do to be helpful? And of course, getting along with children and being able to provide that is a bonus. And yeah.
That's the main thing, you know. Children are a lot like animals in a lot of ways. And one of the ways is they know whether you like them or not.
Oh, yeah.
They sense that right away.
They do.
And they're so glad to have you there if you do like them, you know.
Oh my gosh, that's great.
And,
Jessica, are you connected to NAU in some way?
We are. NAU has been the sponsor for our 3 Senior Corps programs for the past 20 years. We're there at NAU in the Civic Service Institute, along with AmeriCorps and Vista. And so come see us down in Flagstaff. We have programs throughout the state. And I come up to Cottonwood for these guys and several other programs, including our Flagstaff.
Well, excellent. So check them out online. The website's on the screen there, nau.edu/SBS/CSI. You know, go to there. Check out the Foster Grandparent Program. It sounds absolutely, I can't wait. I can't wait to join. I got a couple of years, but I can't wait. Jessica, thank you for being here. Al, thank you for being here.
Thank you for having us.
Don't go away. We'll be right back with more of the experience.
A1 Supreme Moving is your Verde Valley hometown movers. Trust your valuables to a family-owned and operated company with 31 years of moving experience. A1 Supreme Moving offers packing services. Fully licensed and bonded, your belongings are insured at full replacement value. Ask about teacher and vet discounts, as well as redecorating and holiday prep services. A1 Supreme Moving has an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. For Supreme service, call A1 Supreme Moving at 634-0963.
We Organize You serves the entire Quad City area and the Verde Valley with custom cabinetry, including kitchen, garage, laundry, custom home office, and closet systems. Stop by their showroom in Chino Valley to see how they can make your home more convenient and valuable. It's time to get reorganized with We Organize You. For more information, go to weorganizearizona.com. That's weorganizearizona.com.
Welcome back to the Verde Valley Experience. We are now here at the Eco Learning Center in Cottonwood. We're standing here with Peter Marsh, who is their head instructor. Thank you for meeting with us today.
Thank you for coming.
This is an amazing place. How did you become part of it?
You know, it was a very conscious choice and decision. I was living in LA for many years and running studios over there, and I just needed to get away from the big city, but also I wanted to support ECO and what they're doing here because it's just so valuable and important for the community.
Truly, truly. They bring about self-sustainability and, of course, health and love of the environment and things like that. Now, you are an instructor of what?
Yes, I'm a second-degree black belt in 2 different martial arts. I am also a certified personal trainer, and I've been an instructor of yoga and meditation and Tai Chi and breathing exercises for 20 years.
Hence why he's so calm.
Yeah.
That's wonderful. And I heard that here at the center you do women's self-defense courses.
Yes, we're going to be offering regularly and intermittently women's self-defense courses for the purpose of helping women to feel empowered and strengthened and confident in troubled times that we have these days.
Yeah, without going into it too much, this is definitely a skill everyone's going to need, is to know self-defense. Now, what's the first thing about self-defense for a woman that comes to mind?
Well, the very first thing is never be in the worst situation, of course, to avoid that kind of situation by using posture, by using a confident posture, and by being aware about your surroundings, so that you're, as you're aware of your situation, you recognize where things, negative things that are around you, and get away from those kind of situations. So that's of course is first, but after that, of course, being confident that you can handle yourself in that kind of worst case scenario.
Yes, if you're already confident, you're going to look confident. You're not going to look like a victim.
Precisely. There are predators around, unfortunately, and we don't want to look like prey.
Absolutely. So first thing, look confident, even if you aren't. Pretend. But you don't have to pretend because they could take a course. What's taught in a typical women's self-defense course?
Well, first off, of course, we will teach about how to create your own personal boundaries, your own personal space, and how to not just create that space, but enforce that space. And we're also going to be teaching about how to use your natural innate abilities, including your voice, including your appearance and your eyes. I mean, everything about you can exude your confidence and your personal power.
That's a good one. You can use that in everyday life.
Yes.
For sure. Well, that's amazing. And the classes are going to be free, is that correct?
Right. Every so often we're offering a free workshop, and the one that's coming up here really soon is it's going to be about an hour long, and we're going to go over the basics of self-defense, and in very simple, easy to follow techniques that anybody can do. You don't have to learn some complicated techniques or you don't need to be very strong to use these techniques, and I think these are motions or activities that people should, everyone really should be able to know.
Absolutely. And what would you say your age range is for your classes, starting from how old to?
12. I would say like 12 to 80.
All right. Very good.
Depending upon your physicality, naturally.
True. I like how you mentioned, because I had that question, you don't have to be strong to do this.
Yes.
It's not about strong, it's really about smart.
Yes, right.
Yeah.
Right, and just knowing that you can take action for your own personal self-defense.
Absolutely, yeah. Take action for yourself, take care of yourself. Number one, look confident, act confident, feel confident, and of course they could learn that with a few techniques and help from you, Peter. So check out, you can go to earthcitizens.org, is that correct?
Correct.
The website there.
Yes.
Check that out. Of course, give them a call too and see when the class may be going out. Peter, I know you're going to do these periodically, so they need to give you a call and check that out to see when that's happening. They're about an hour long. Sounds like anybody can do it, which is great. And you're so pleasant. You must be an amazing teacher.
Well, I take great joy in helping people to feel more healthy, more happy, more peaceful in their lives. So, and to know that I've helped someone else with their life just gives me the greatest joy.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah.
That's wonderful. We're going to do a little demonstration. Show you a few things, that you might be able to pick up. It's always exciting and empowering to learn a technique because, there's so many situations in our world these days where these are going to be needed, that every single female, and male too, let's not exclude the men, should know how to defend themselves in a way that just kind of, neutralizes the negativity in the area, be it simply just not being in that area, for one thing, not looking like a victim, of course, knowing the technique. So, Peter, thank you for being here with us.
My pleasure.
Appreciate what you're doing. Appreciate it. So check out earthcitizens.org. Great website. All kinds of things going on here at the Eco Center. You'll see all kinds of great things listed, and of course, dates and the contact if you want to contact Peter, because you do a lot of other things here besides you
That's
teach.
right.
Yeah. You teach yoga here too.
Yeah, we're actually a 501c3 nonprofit organization that is dedicated to helping people to improve their lives, which includes self-sustainability and offering workshops, and we have a lot of other things going on from building tiny homes to growing in the farm, and we're developing this space to also have like a cafe, and we're really building up a lot here.
Excellent. You are. You've been here for a year now.
Yes.
Pretty much. So congratulations on that. Lots of things are happening here. So check out the website. Give them a call. Bring yourself down for a free workshop or something else that's going on. Make sure you don't miss it. Peter Marsh, head instructor here at the Eco Learning Center. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
We'll be right back with more of the experience, so don't go away.
All right, how about a grab? Grab to the shoulder.
Okay.
Yeah, you step into him with the left foot and the left hand rising.
And then you have a beautiful split.
Yeah.
So you go like this, like,
So, yeah.
Give him the step.
Yes. Again, get closer. Use all your body weights right into it. Yes. Wow. So you go like this, and then you use your elbow and your body weight waist to just twist.
Face the back, twist, yes.
Hip back. Use it. Yeah. Yeah.
This is Bruce Morrow, Transportation Manager for Cottonwood Area Transit. Remember, we cover the entire Verde Valley in Sedona. Cottonwood Area Transit has you covered wherever you want to ride in the Verde Valley, all day, every day. Take Cottonwood Area Transit through Clarkdale, Verde Village, and from 26 locations in Cottonwood. With Verde Links, it's a quick and easy trip to Sedona every day. Don't forget our connectors to Camp Verde. Visit cottonwoodaz.gov for Cottonwood Area Transit and take a seat. Let's go ride.
Wow, wow. Jim Berenholtz, everyone. That was an amazing presentation of all these incredibly cool instruments.
Thank you, Jennifer.
Gosh, Jim, you're really cool. Check out jimberenholtz.com. Also check out hoorah.com, HU-RA.com. Tell us about yourself.
Okay.
It would take about an hour. So tell us a little bit. You're just the most interesting man in the Verde Valley.
Well, thank you so much for having me. I am a musician and a composer and an ethnomusicologist, which means I work with the music of many cultures from all over the world. In this case, what I brought today are all instruments from the ancient traditions of Mexico and Central America. And I have brought some instruments that are reproductions of the ancient instruments. I brought two that are actual ancient instruments over 500 years old. Wow. And then I've brought one, the last one I'm going to play today, which is a new instrument modeled on the ancient instruments.
Certainly.
Okay.
Now they're all handmade and they're all made out of clay.
Correct. And so these ceramic wind instruments are known in the Aztec or Nahuatl language as tlapitzali. All right, so we have many different kinds of tlapitzali. This one is a red flute from the Maya culture from a ceremonial island off the coast of the Yucatan known as Jaina. And of course, this instrument is more typical of what most people would be familiar with when they think of a flute.
Sure.
Yeah?
Sure.
Now, the rest of these instruments are really more in the class of what we call ocarinas in the world of ethnomusicology. They're globular shaped, usually, some kind of round shape, or they can be shaped like an animal of some sort, or some other creature or being or deity.
Right.
And so I have many types of tlapitzali here. This one is designed after a horned toad, which is actually kind of lizard. Lizard is called Quetzalpalin, and so this is Quetzalpalin tlapitzali. Has a very deep sound.
I love how that one sounds.
Yeah.
And it really does. You can tell what they are. We have toucan, we have bat, we have horny toad. I think that's a human there.
Yes.
Definitely a human there.
Yeah.
And the conch shell is absolutely gorgeous.
Yes. Yeah, I love the conch shell.
That's fun. When you tilt it, things happen.
So this is almost like a trombone. It's a wind instrument that has a slide in it. In this case, it's with a little clay pellet inside that slides back and forth. And this part here represents a sun calendar. Okay, the sun is known as Tonatiuh. So there are many of these types of flutes that are slide flutes from the Totonac culture near Veracruz, what's now Veracruz in Mexico. And so this is known as Tonatiuh tlapitzali. Yeah.
So everything ends with tlapitzali.
Yes. It's a compound language, which means you sort of just keep adding or subtracting words to give the whole meaning.
Boy, so English was only that way.
This one, this is known as, actually it looks like a toucan, but it's actually an eagle, which is known as Quautli. By the way, the Hopi, their word for eagle is Quahu. The Hopi language and the Aztec or Nahuatl language are closely related. They're part of the Uto-Aztecan language family. So this one is also a double flute because it has two holes, so it produces two notes at once. So the number 2 in Nahuatl is ome. So this is ome quahu tlapitzali. The double eagle tlapitzali.
And tell us about the one you put water in. That one was a scream.
I probably put in a little too much water.
That was a scream.
But yeah, this flute requires water, atl, to be played. So it's an atl tlapitzali. And it makes it sound like a bird.
That is crazy.
And then this one is kind of like a mourning dove type of sound. And whereas like typical flute, you put it in your mouth.
Right.
In this flute, you put your mouth in the flute.
Wow. I know. These are all amazing. Yeah, you've got 500 different instruments.
I do.
So we're looking at a little over 1% right here. This one's gorgeous.
This one is from Costa Rica. This is over 500 years old. What I love about this instrument is every time I play it, I'm aware that some person over 500 years ago made this instrument, played this instrument, wore this instrument, because it has a hole here for putting a twine or cord or whatever through there to hang it around your neck or somewhere on your body. And after all these years, it's still making music, so I feel connected through the breath. The same air that we're inhaling, exhaling on the planet connects us all with our ancestors and with the future generations. And then through the instrument, you become aware how that connection is happening.
Beautiful.
So, yeah.
That one really makes me want to cry. I love that one. That's
so,
amazing.
And this one, it's shaped like a conch shell, which is atekokoli. So this is atekokoli tlapitsali. And then we have zanakat tlapitsali. This is the bat.
It looks
Zanaka.
just like a bat.
Has this
You
little
can't see it.
Bat
There's
head.
a little bat head on it. It's amazing.
No wings, but it's a sort of abstract bat. And it has these funny globular places, which is how the sound resonates. Yeah.
That's amazing. That something so small, handmade, shaped like a bat with two little, I mean, it sounds fantastic. This is amazing. Now, I know if we go on your website, JimBerenholtz.com, lots of information about the most interesting man in the Verde Valley. Of course, lots of pictures about your travels. We could do a whole show just on Jim, but we don't have enough time. But you're absolutely amazing. You have multiple CDs out.
Yes, I do.
Several different types, which we can find by going to hoorah.com.
Hoorah.com with a dash in the middle.
HU-RA.com.
Right.
You can check that out and find just so many different varieties, and there's samples out there on the internet. And of course, your life is so interesting. Seriously, someone should write a book about Jim. It's really cool. You're going to do another song for us. Thank you.
I would love to.
Appreciate that. And you're going to use this now, which
so,
I love.
This is a modern instrument that was made in Berkeley, California, which is where I lived before I came here. And I'm a new resident of the Verde Valley. I love being here.
Welcome.
And so, but this instrument was made by a woman named Sharon Roll. She developed a new design based on ancient instruments from the Mayan culture, from the Inca culture, etc. And this is a triple chambered ocarina. So the word for three is ye. So this is ye tlapitsali, triple ocarina.
That's great.
And I have to very carefully place my fingers so that each hole is properly covered. I'm going to play this so that first we just hear two of the chambers, and then we'll hear three.
Fabulous. That's awesome. Thank you all so much for watching the Verde Valley Experience. As always, we really, really appreciate you. Make sure you check out JimBerenholtz.com. Make sure you go to hoorah.com. Check him out. Listen to his music. Very cool man. Thank you so much for bringing everything. Appreciate it.
Thank you.